Imagine improving your blood flow tonight. Not with pills or powders, but with one simple food you can eat before bed. While you sleep, your body quietly repairs, balances hormones, and restores circulation. What if I told you most people overlook the one nut that supports this process naturally? And what if zinc isn't the hero you've been led to believe? Before we go any further, let me ask you something personal and important. Have you ever noticed low energy, weaker performance, or slower recovery even when you're doing everything right? If that sounds familiar, tell me in the comments below, because you are far from alone. I want to talk to you today the way I talk to my patients, honestly and without hype. I'm not here to sell you magic or scare you with worst-case scenarios. I'm here to help you understand how your body really works and how small, smart choices can support better blood flow, stamina, and confidence over time. Most people hear blood flow and immediately think of supplements, medications, or extreme protocols. But the truth is, your body is designed to regulate circulation naturally when you give it the right building blocks. Food is not just fuel, it's information telling your cells how to behave. Let's clear up a big misconception right away. Zinc is important, yes, but it's not the master switch for circulation or performance. I've seen countless people overload zinc while ignoring nutrients that actually help blood vessels relax and respond properly. Blood flow depends on the health of your blood vessels, especially the lining called the endothelium. This lining controls how well your arteries widen and contract. When it's supported, circulation improves. When it's stressed, everything downstream suffers. Now here's where things get interesting. There is one nut that quietly supports nitric oxide production, reduces oxidative stress, and nourishes blood vessels at night when your body is most receptive. I'm talking about walnuts. I know that may sound almost too simple, but stay with me. Walnuts are rich in L-arginine, a natural amino acid your body uses to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving circulation without forcing anything. This is not about instant results or exaggerated claims. This is about supporting your physiology the way it's designed to function. When blood vessels can relax properly, tissues receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently. What makes walnuts especially interesting is how they work during sleep. At night, your nervous system shifts into repair mode. Inflammation lowers, growth hormone rises, and your body focuses on restoration. Eating the right foods before bed can support this process instead of disrupting it. Walnuts provide healthy fats that stabilize blood sugar and reduce nighttime stress hormones. That matters more than most people realize. I've had patients tell me they wake up feeling more energized after adjusting just one evening habit. No stimulants, no extreme diets, just smarter timing and better nutrition. That's the power of working with your biology instead of against it. Another key benefit of walnuts is their omega-3 content. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation in blood vessels, making them more flexible and responsive. Stiff vessels don't deliver blood efficiently, no matter how strong your heart is. And let me pause here and ask you something. When was the last time you thought about your blood vessels as living, responsive tissue instead of rigid pipes? That shift in mindset alone can change how you care for your body. Many people focus only on hormones or minerals like zinc and miss the bigger picture. Hormones don't work in isolation. They rely on circulation to reach tissues and on healthy cells to respond to them. Walnuts also contain polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. This means your body can actually use what it produces instead of losing it to oxidative stress. I often explain it like this. You can produce all the signals you want, but if the message gets lost along the way, nothing changes. Walnuts help protect the message. Now, I want to be very clear and responsible here. Eating walnuts is not a medical treatment, and it's not a cure for any condition. It is a supportive food that helps create an environment where your body can function better. That distinction matters. Real health is not about forcing outcomes. It's about removing obstacles so your body can do what it's designed to do. Let's talk about performance, because that word means different things to different people. For some, it's physical stamina. For others, it's mental clarity, confidence, or recovery. Blood flow plays a role in all of it. Your brain alone uses a massive amount of blood flow. When circulation improves, focus and mood often improve as well. That's something people rarely connect to nutrition. I remember one patient who came in focused entirely on supplements. When we simplified his routine and improved his evening nutrition, his sleep deepened and his daytime energy improved. No miracle, just physiology. Sleep is when the real magic happens. During deep sleep, your body repairs blood vessels, balances insulin, and resets stress responses. The nutrients available during this window matter more than during the day. That's why timing walnuts in the evening can be helpful. A small handful, not a bowl. This is about nourishment, not excess. Overeating anything before bed can backfire. You want just enough to support stability without overloading digestion. Think calm, not heavy. Another reason walnuts stand out is magnesium. Magnesium helps relax smooth muscle, including the muscles around blood vessels. Relaxation improves flow. If you've ever felt wired but tired at night, magnesium deficiency may be part of the picture. Walnuts won't replace medical treatment, but they can contribute to balance. Let me gently address a concern some people have. But aren't nuts high in calories? Yes, they are nutrient-dense, and that's the point. Quality matters more than quantity. A small serving of walnuts can deliver fats, amino acids, and antioxidants without spiking blood sugar. Stable blood sugar supports hormone balance and nighttime recovery. Contrast that with late-night sugar or refined carbs. Those trigger insulin spikes and stress hormones, which impair blood flow and sleep quality. Here's a quick pattern interrupt for you. If you had to choose between chasing one mineral or supporting an entire system, which would you pick? Your body always prefers the system. This is why focusing only on zinc often disappoints people. Zinc supports certain processes, but it doesn't address vessel flexibility, inflammation, or nitric oxide protection on its own. Health is rarely about one thing. It's about how things work together. Now, I want to acknowledge something important. If you're dealing with a diagnosed medical condition, you should always follow your healthcare provider's guidance. Nutrition is supportive, not a replacement. But if you're someone who wants to optimize energy, circulation, and overall performance naturally, small choices add up. Walnuts are one of those quiet choices. Consistency matters more than intensity. Eating walnuts once won't change your life. Making supportive habits part of your routine can. I encourage people to think in weeks, not days. Give your body time to respond. Pay attention to sleep quality, morning energy, and how you feel during the day. You may notice subtle changes before dramatic ones. That's normal. The body whispers before it shouts. Another overlooked benefit of walnuts is gut health. Your gut bacteria help regulate inflammation and nutrient absorption. A healthier gut supports healthier blood vessels. When your gut is inflamed, blood flow can be affected indirectly through systemic inflammation. Everything is connected. I know it can feel overwhelming when health advice comes from every direction. That's why I like focusing on simple, evidence-supported foods instead of complicated protocols. Let me ask you another question. What if improving blood flow didn't require doing more, but doing less of the wrong things and a little more of the right ones? Late nights, chronic stress, and ultra-processed foods are major obstacles to circulation. No supplement can fully overcome those. Walnuts won't cancel out poor sleep or constant stress, but they can support recovery when you're making an effort. Think of them as a teammate, not a savior. As we move forward, I want you to notice how this approach feels. Is it gentler? More sustainable? That's intentional. In Part 2, I want to help you understand why nighttime is such a powerful window for restoring blood flow, and how to stack small habits together for better results. Keep listening, because this is where most people miss the opportunity. Your body is always listening to what you give it. Tonight, you get to decide what message you send. When I talk about nighttime as a healing window, I'm not speaking metaphorically. Your body follows a circadian rhythm that controls hormones, blood vessel tone, and tissue repair. When the sun goes down, your physiology shifts from performance mode into maintenance mode. During sleep, Your sympathetic nervous system quiets and your parasympathetic system takes over. This allows blood vessels to relax instead of staying in a constant state of tension. Relaxed vessels mean better blood flow without your heart having to work harder. This is why what you eat and do in the evening matters so much. Late stress, heavy meals, or stimulants can interrupt this natural shift, but supportive foods can gently enhance it. Walnuts fit beautifully into this rhythm. Their healthy fats slow digestion just enough to prevent nighttime blood sugar dips. Those dips can trigger cortisol, which tightens blood vessels and disrupts sleep. I've seen this pattern again and again. People think their issue is aging or hormones, but it's often nighttime stress chemistry. When cortisol stays elevated, circulation suffers. Let me reassure you here. This is not about being perfect. It's about being aware. One calm evening habit can counterbalance a lot of daytime chaos. Another reason sleep is so powerful is nitric oxide sensitivity. Your blood vessels respond more efficiently to nitric oxide when inflammation is low. Sleep naturally reduces inflammatory signaling. So when you provide nutrients that support nitric oxide production, like the L-arginine in walnuts, your body is more likely to use them effectively at night. It's a timing advantage. I often tell patients, don't just ask what you eat, ask when you eat it. Timing changes the outcome. Now, I want to address something that doesn't get talked about enough: mental relaxation. Blood flow isn't just physical, it's neurological. Stress tightens vessels through nerve signaling. Have you ever noticed how anxiety makes your body feel tense and cold? That's reduced circulation. Calm restores flow. Evening routines that include dim lighting, slower breathing, and calming foods create a physiological signal of safety. Safety allows blood vessels to open. This is where performance really begins. Not in pushing harder, but in letting go at the right time. Walnuts also contain compounds that support brain health. A calmer brain supports deeper sleep, and deeper sleep supports better circulation. Again, everything connects. I want to pause and share something personal. Early in my career, I underestimated sleep's role in vascular health. Over time, I realized many issues improved simply by restoring circadian balance. Patients didn't need more interventions. They needed better rhythms. If you're listening right now and thinking, I've tried so many things, I hear you. It's frustrating when effort doesn't equal results. Sometimes the missing piece is alignment, not intensity. Another benefit of walnuts is their antioxidant profile. Oxidative stress damages blood vessels over time. Antioxidants help protect the delicate endothelial lining. This doesn't mean antioxidants are magic shields. It means they reduce wear and tear so your body can repair more efficiently. Think of it like maintaining a road. Fewer potholes means smoother traffic. Blood flow works the same way. Now let's talk about how much is enough. More is not better here. A small handful, about 1 ounce, is sufficient. You're feeding a process, not overwhelming it. Eating walnuts slowly, mindfully, actually enhances digestion and signals satiety. Rushing food tells your nervous system you're stressed, even if you're not. That's another subtle but important point. How you eat matters as much as what you eat. I also encourage people to pair walnuts with hydration earlier in the evening. Dehydration thickens blood slightly, making circulation less efficient. No need to chug water before bed. Just stay adequately hydrated throughout the day. If you're wondering how long it takes to notice changes, the answer varies. Some people feel improved sleep within days. Others notice gradual changes over weeks. This is normal. Healing timelines are personal. What matters is paying attention. Are you waking up more refreshed? Is your energy steadier? Do you feel more resilient? These are signs your circulation and nervous system are working together better. Now, before we move into part 3, let me ask you something important. Are you willing to support your body instead of fighting it? That mindset shift changes everything. Because in part 3, I want to help you put this into a simple, sustainable routine that fits real life, not a perfect world. You don't need extremes. You need consistency and kindness toward your body. Your health is not fragile. It's responsive, and that's where we're going next. As we move into this final part, I want you to think about simplicity. Health improves fastest when habits are easy enough to repeat. Complexity feels productive, but simplicity is what sticks. A supportive evening routine doesn't need 10 steps. It needs intention. One calming habit signals your body that repair is allowed. Walnuts can be part of that signal, but they're not the whole message. They work best when paired with a few aligned behaviors. Start with light exposure. Dim lights in the evening tell your brain it's safe to power down. This supports melatonin, which indirectly supports vascular repair. Next, consider breathing. Slow nasal breathing activates your vagus nerve. This nerve directly influences blood vessel relaxation. You don't need meditation apps or long sessions. Even 2 minutes of slower breathing can shift your nervous system. Then comes nutrition. A small portion of walnuts, eaten calmly, provides the raw materials your body needs overnight. No rush, no guilt. If you combine these elements, you create a powerful environment for restoration. Not forced improvement, but supported recovery. I want to emphasize again, responsibly and clearly, that food supports health but does not replace medical care. If you have symptoms that concern you, always seek professional guidance. But for those looking to optimize naturally, these habits matter. Another important point is consistency over perfection. Miss a night? No problem. Your body doesn't keep score the way your mind does. Progress happens through trends, not single moments. Let me gently challenge a belief many people carry. You don't need to hack your body. You need to listen to it. When you feel better after supportive habits, that's feedback. Trust it. Over time, better blood flow supports not just performance, but confidence and mood. Feeling capable in your body changes how you show up in life. I've watched people regain trust in their bodies simply by shifting how they care for themselves at night. That trust is powerful. If zinc supplements haven't delivered what you hoped, it doesn't mean your body is broken. It means the approach may have been incomplete. Nutrients work best in context. Walnuts provide context. They offer fats, amino acids, minerals, and antioxidants in a form your body recognizes. Real food communicates differently than isolated compounds. That doesn't mean supplements are bad. It means they're not always the first answer. Before reaching for another pill, consider your plate and your patterns. I encourage you to experiment gently. Try incorporating walnuts in the evening for a few weeks. Observe without expectation. Health improves when curiosity replaces pressure. If this message resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I read them, and your experiences help guide future conversations. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone who might be chasing answers, but missing the simple supports. Your body is doing its best every night to restore balance. Tonight, you get to help it. Not with force, with nourishment. Not with fear, with understanding. And that's how real, lasting improvement begins. Late nights, chronic stress, and ultra-processed foods are major obstacles to circulation. No supplement can fully overcome those. Walnuts won't cancel out poor sleep or constant stress, but they can support recovery when you're making an effort. Think of them as a teammate, not a savior. As we move forward, I want you to notice how this approach feels. Is it gentler? More sustainable? That's intentional. In part 2, I want to help you understand why nighttime is such a powerful window for restoring blood flow, and how to stack small habits together for better results. Keep listening, because this is where most people miss the opportunity. Your body is always listening to what you give it. Tonight, you get to decide what message you send.